Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Yasmin Woodland, aka Yasmin TV, and welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much for coming across and being a part of my community today. So, today is Sunday, February 11th. Man, this week is flown by. This year is already going by. 2024 is really crazy. It's a lot of tea spilling. And today I wanted to come on here and talk about this entire Monique Club Shay Shay interview that she had did with Shannon Sharpe. I've been actually really wanting to talk about this for since the interview came out, but I wanted to get all the other tea out on my page. So if you're new here, I like to start my stream with a prayer. That's how I start my stream. So I have a couple of daily prayers. I will continue to put them in the description box of my live streams. I didn't put it in my last one like I said I would. I do apologize, but I will make sure I edit that description box and put the prayers in my live stream. So just really quickly, I'm going to share my screen here. A lot of these prayers I do find on Pinterest. And I really do think it's really good to start off your day with a prayer and just to, have some positivity for the day. So this prayer I picked out for the stream, it says prayer for today. Lord, I thank you for keeping me safe all night. I praise you and thank you for all of your blessings. Lord, I give you all of my words, thoughts, and deeds and consecrate them to you. Lord, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be with you. For you, Lord, are my strength and my redeemer. Amen. Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, I just wanted to shed some light here, shed some positivity, and just thank God for all the blessings. Just thank God for waking me up and just having supporters here on my channel. People are coming across my page and subscribing, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate everybody in my life, friends, family, and hopefully this prayer could touch someone as well, and you all can be thankful as well for a prayer. So yeah, I did pick out that prayer. And I just noticed I had the picture on the screen while I did the prayer. So if you guys just wanted a visual really quickly, that is it right here. Again, it says, Lord, I thank you for keeping me safe all night. I praise you and thank you for all the blessings. Lord, I give you all my words, thoughts, and deeds and consecrate them to you. Lord, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be with you, for you, Lord, because you are my strength and my redeemer. Amen. All right. So that's such a beautiful prayer. A lot of people have been enjoying my prayers and stuff like that. So I really appreciate the love. All right. So I want to go ahead and get into the stream. Speaking of prayer, I know Monique needs a lot of prayer right now. She's been going through it in the industry. She recently went on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharpe, and she did an interview. And Cat Williams definitely opened this door for this interview. I definitely will say that because he was first on the Shannon Sharpe show or Club Shay Shay. He was on there and he was spilling a lot of tea, y'all, about what's going on in the industry when it comes to the comedy section and how people weren't doing him right, how there's like a lot of secrets that people don't want you to know about. Monique also went on the Club Shay Shay Shannon Sharpe interview and she said a lot. She said a lot. She called out Oprah. She called out Tyler Perry. She even threw Taraji P. Henson in there. She didn't really call her out necessarily, but she did express how she was disappointed in the fact that Taraji would not speak out. And she said there's been a lot of injustice going on when it comes to a lot of contractual things. There's movie roles that she missed out on. There's millions of dollars that she was cut out of due to a lot of behind the scenes dirt that was going on between Oprah and Tyler Perry. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because like I said, y'all, it's just, you never know what's really going on behind the scenes. That's why it's always good just to kind of wait and see. But she was definitely going in. And I love Monique for the fact that she could get her perception out and she could speak her truth without, yelling, screaming, cursing. It's about your delivery, right? So this is brought to you by the Neighborhood Talk. Now, there's a couple of clips I'm going to show while I'm here live. Shout out to the chat. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Thank you all so much for being here, part of my chat. I really appreciate that. Can I get the thumbs up, please? Thank you so much. thumbs up. Shout out to all the February birthdays. My birthday's on the 19th. Pisces season is here, y'all. So yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and get into this tea. What's up, Great Tea News? How are you? Yes, everybody, if you're coming across this stream, like this video. I know some people are pretty busy. Today is the Super Bowl, so I know some people are busy, but if you are catching this live stream after the fact and you're watching a playback, definitely drop me a like and support. Thank you all so much. Yes, Pisces gang, March 7th. Yes, absolutely. So it's our season right now, and we are definitely spreading some love here. So this says right here, Monique believes that Oprah was jealous of her success from Precious, so she blackballed her and took her movie roles. This woman has overstepped me in so many ways. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip brought to you by Club Shay Shay, and then I'm going to show you some more clips, and we're going to talk about this, y'all.
Oprah Winfrey. And let me be clear. I love that sister because she's our sister. Mm-hmm. She just got to come back across the street. We got the light on. When I speak about Oprah Winfrey, I speak about that woman because she's spoken about me. And when you begin to speak about me privately, I'm going to speak about you publicly. Mm-hmm. You've been unfair. You've been unjust. And you watched a Black woman be thrown under the bus, and you said nothing. And here's what's interesting as well. My husband was saying to me, after I won the Oscar award, right? Mm-hmm. And she had the people come, to talk to the Oscar winners. And I go on the stage and I talk to the Oscar winners. Well, when we go to a commercial, the people in the audience, and I say this humbly, as my husband was telling me, he said, Mama, they wasn't screaming Oprah. They were screaming Monique. Mm-hmm. Right? So much so, I had to say, y'all gonna shut that shit up now. We get ready to go back on the air. We having fun, right? He said, but I watched Oprah. He said, and I watched her almost turn in her seat like they screaming her name. Now, some people will say, oh, Monique, you're reaching. Well, let me tell you what then happens. The movie The Butler, that movie was offered to me. Lee Daniels came out and said, I did offer Monique The Butler. But as he said to me, he said, Mo, at the time I didn't have no power and I didn't have no money. So when Oprah said she wanted it, so who played the lead role in The Butler? Oprah Winfrey. Lee Daniels was getting ready to do a biopic on Richard Pryor, and he offered me the grandmother. Who then calls Lee Daniels and says, I want to be the grandmother. So as you're looking at me, it's the same way I'm looking at that sister. And I'm saying, why don't we sit down and have a conversation? Because the way things could look, it may not be that way, but just the way things look, Oprah. Just the way you would have my family on your show, Oprah.
One might say, Mo, well, I mean, if they're looking for a Black,
okay, I'm gonna just stop it right there because she already said a whole lot, and I just want to backtrack a little bit because it's a lot of things to talk about here. So first and foremost, I have always been a Monique fan. This stems from my childhood. I'm not that old, y'all. I'm in my 20s, but it's just like I always grew up watching Monique. I always loved watching her movies. I know she did Fat Girls, Precious, for example. That was really one of her leading roles and really her groundbreaking role. And everybody knows her for that movie. If you don't know Monique for anything, for comedy, stand-up, any other movies outside of that, you know her for Precious, okay? So she played that role. She played that role in Precious, and so did Mariah Carey. I'm a huge fan of Mariah Carey. I love her music. One of my dreams is to actually go to a Mariah Carey concert and just be front and centered. Like I've always loved Mariah, her music, her voice, everything else. So not to get too off track, but she's another one in the movie that played her role. But Monique did the thing. Okay, y'all. She did the thing, and she was excellent for the role. It's almost like the role was meant for her, right? So I've always been a fan of Monique, and she never really seemed like a person to undercut you, to backstab you. Like, it seemed like she was a genuine, pure soul. And I don't know her personally, but just from the stuff that she's done and, throughout her career, she seemed very down to earth, very sweet, and she can act. Okay. And I always love watching her movies. So when she sat down with Shannon Sharpe and she did this interview, a lot of people are starting to open their eyes a little bit more, right? So how many people in the chat was actually, into Monique and stuff like that too? Because I used to really watch her a lot. And a lot of people are starting to open their eyes to what she's saying, because she's been saying the same thing for years now. This is not new. Her calling out Oprah, her calling out Tyler Perry, saying that she was basically blacklisted in the industry. This is not new news, y'all. She's been saying this for quite some time. She's been saying this for years, okay? And I love the fact that Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharpe first, and he spilled tea on the industry, and he stayed in his truth. And I'm glad that Monique was able to carry up, bring in the rear almost, and a lot of what they're both saying is mirroring one another. And I highly doubt that people are over here coming to Shannon Sharpe and just telling bold-faced lies. Like, I just don't get that feeling from Cat Williams or Oprah. So the fact that she's sitting here and she's saying that she felt like Oprah was jealous of her after she had all of that success from Precious, honestly, y'all, it's not that far-fetched. Shout out to the chat. What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. It's good to see and hear from all of you in the chat. What's up, y'all? We're getting into this Monique tea, okay? So it's not far-fetched that she's saying these things. And the fact that she did get so much notoriety in the industry, it would ruffle some feathers. And I do feel like people who are in positions of power, when they are jealous or envious of you, they can do some stuff behind the scenes to tarnish you, to damage your money, damage your career, to where you can't get certain roles, you're not getting hired. And I'm gonna get to Tyler Perry in a minute because he's in the midst of this too. But like I said, the fact that she's saying that Oprah went as far as to blacklisting her in the industry and going for the role on The Butler and going for the role, different type of roles, and trying to basically remove Monique from it is not far-fetched, y'all. And people have been saying this for years about Oprah behind the scenes, okay? And they recently just had The Color Purple come out, like The Color Purple recently, and I heard there was some stuff behind the scenes going on between Taraji P. Henson and Oprah as well, but she won't speak on it. Like, Taraji, she's like, I feel like she's the type of woman to where she'll touch on it briefly, but she won't go toe-to-toe with Oprah, because in her mind, she doesn't want to burn that bridge. She doesn't want to burn that bridge with Oprah, with Tyler Perry. She wants to remain neutral so that she can still have some sort of relationship with them, because why? They are people who are in positions of power, okay, in this industry. Just look, someone here said it's something that Taraji isn't saying. Yeah, she's absolutely not speaking up that much, and I think that's another thing Monique was hitting on. So yeah, Monique was saying that Oprah has overstepped her in so many ways, even to go as far as after Monique had won the Oscar, okay? Oprah gave her a call and asked if she had Monique's blessing to bring Monique's brother on the Oprah Winfrey Show, on her talk show. And if you all don't know, Monique's brother used to assault her when she was younger, when she was a child. And it's a really sensitive subject for her. So she expressed to Oprah, like, you know what? I have forgiven him. There's no ill will between me and my brother. I just don't want nothing to do with the project. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to go on the Oprah Winfrey Show and confront my brother or nothing like that. If you want to talk to my brother separately on your show, by all means, I just don't want no parts of it. I've healed. And Oprah said, okay. So then Monique says, time goes on, and she's starting to see a lot of, commercials and promo, and her entire family is sitting up on that stage talking to Oprah, tarnishing Monique's name, because there's other family members that Oprah had invited on her show that Monique wasn't aware of, and they were basically trashing Monique's name. Now Monique is like, well, Oprah, you didn't tell me you were gonna have all these other family members on your show. You just asked me about my brother. So why would you even want to interview all these other family members that I don't have good blood with? They're gonna come on there and they're gonna say this and they're gonna say that. And then for me personally, y'all, shout out to the chat, y'all, if y'all feel the same way. For me personally, why do you want to interview my brother that assaulted me when I was a child right after I won the Oscar? Why would you want to shift such positive light to such a negative topic? Like, why would you want to do that? But even with that being said, like I said, Monique was just like, you know what? Oprah, if you want to do that, go ahead. I just don't have no parts of it. But then you have all these other people accompanying her brother on the show that Monique wasn't aware of. And they went in, they were trashing Monique's name. So I'm gonna play this clip, y'all. It gets deeper. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's horrible what they've done to this woman in this industry. And it's about time that she starts to speak up. And well, she's already been doing that, but it's about that time that she finally gets the recognition and people are hearing her. And I'm glad that Cat Williams also said his piece, because I don't want Monique to be standing alone. And I'm happy people are opening their eyes to this.
Big, go ahead and say it. Shannon's so careful with his words. He want to say fat black woman. If the role looking for a fat black woman, Mo, but he was like,
but I want to keep my podcast, Mo. Y'all ain't finna cancel me.
This why we love you, Uncle Shay Shay, because we want you to say it, a fat black woman. Now, me and Oprah fit the damn description, Shay. Fat black. Don't we fit it?
You do. But I'll be right back in the bed. I'll be your neighbor up there where you live at.
Listen here. So, are you lying?
No.
Now, I'm not going to have your big ass sitting here in the Hall of Fame and you scared to say shit. I tried to call you first. I tried to talk to you privately, but then you became the great mighty Oprah Winfrey and you were too busy to talk. Well, now I'm going to talk about it. This woman has overstepped with me in so many ways that somebody would say, if we wasn't Monique and Oprah Winfrey in the entertainment business, and we was Monique and Oprah Winfrey that worked at Costco, I see you in the break room. I see you at your cash register, because she's overstepped.
Wow.
When I speak about Oprah Winfrey.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard the rest of that clip right there. And like I said, Monique definitely deserves a standing ovation for even standing her ground and being so vocal about a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, y'all. Shout out to the chat. What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday. Thank you all so much for joining my live stream. Let's get the likes up in here. So yeah, she's definitely deserving of her flowers just for even stepping up to these people. Now, I want to go ahead and talk about Tyler Perry. Now, give me a second to find this clip, because the Neighborhood Talk has been posting so much about this about this topic. She actually spoke on DL Hughley too. And DL Hughley, he just never really seemed like the type of dude that was for the people anyway. He seemed for himself in the industry. He's another comedian. I don't watch him. Matter of fact, a lot of people said that they skip over him when it comes to like the Kings of Comedy and Def Jam and all this other stuff. Like when they do their comedy shows, a lot of people skip over him. Like they skip over him. They don't want to hear him. I'm not fond of DL Hughley. He still has a platform, obviously, but like I said, I'm not really in tune to him. But he definitely was coming for Monique, okay? He was coming for Monique. And like I said, his character has been shady. As his username said, DL Hughley is the same man who didn't believe his daughter was assaulted because her abuser was his friend. He's also the same man who said he's also the same man that said that he was happy that his outside baby had passed away. He's a sick, nasty man. I believe everything Monique said about him. So yes, DL Hughley, he had an extra affair on the side. They ended up having a baby. That baby ended up passing away. I did hear about that a few years ago. And he came forward and said he was happy the baby passed away. Just disgusting. Very, very disgusting. And he was taking shots at Monique. He's the main one talking about her weight, talking about this and that, trying to discredit the mark that she's made in the industry. He's basically on the side of Tyler and Oprah and everyone else. He's selling out. And it's sad because when you're in the industry and people want to stay in the industry so bad, they want to stay relevant, they want to keep having the money, they want to have the fan base, they want to keep and maintain those things so badly, y'all, that they're willing to sell out. And he's one of the men that has actually done it. Cat Williams refuses. He's like, listen, I'm gonna stand on my truth, I'm gonna stand in my peace. Now, he said some crazy stuff on Club Shay Shay. I'm talking about stuff with P. Diddy and how P. Diddy gets down behind the scenes, how he's truly on the down low, how there's been offers made to Cat Williams only if he would, do some weird and funny stuff, y'all. If y'all catch my drift, I'm trying to keep this PG-13, okay? So yeah, he cracked the code on a lot of that stuff too. And it's unfortunate that you have DL Hughley and another, black man, another comedian, and he won't stand for what's right. He's the same one going against Monique. The same person going against Monique. I'm looking at these comments here. Someone said, this is the same man whose wife paid child support to his baby mom because DL Hughley refused to. Wow. His wife had to pay his baby mom child support. Y'all got to be careful with these men, y'all. Y'all have to be careful with these women too, but you got to be careful dating somebody with a bunch of baggage, man. Someone said, can't trust a dude with a gray beard and black hair. Y'all better... I'm not fooling with this comment section today. Y'all say y'all can't trust a man with a gray beard and a head full of black hair. Someone said Club Shay Shay about to be lit. Yeah, shout out to Shannon Sharpe, y'all. Shout out to him, first of all. He's doing it big this year. This is definitely his year. He's starting off his 2024 absolutely phenomenal. So shout out to him and Club Shay Shay, because any little interview he posts now, I'm like watching. I even seen him do I can't think of her name, but she's like a little Instagram model or whatever. I even seen like parts of the interview with them, and I tuned in and I watched it. So shout out to Shannon Sharpe. He's doing it big. He's getting a lot of flack in the industry too by a lot of the podcasters, and they don't like the fact that he's getting the notoriety. He's getting people buzzing and talking about his podcast, and his numbers and money, it's growing significantly. And too bad. A lot of y'all have been in the industry for years and years and years, and most celebrities don't even feel safe or comfortable to come on your platform to even talk because of how you are, how you do in the industry. Your character says a lot about you, right? So a lot of these podcasters, their character is absolute trash, but I don't get that vibe from Shannon Sharpe. Mind you, I don't know everything about him. I don't know him personally, but from the way he conducts his interviews, I really feel like Monique and Cat Williams and anybody else, they were truly comfortable and they were able to be in their space and speak their truth without feeling judgment or feeling like, oh, I have to say this or I have to say that. So I really respect Shannon Sharpe for conducting himself in his in these interviews in the way he did. But yes, let me keep going here. Let's see. Another username said the fact that Monique used this information and put it on social media to further traumatize and embarrass this woman who was assaulted as a child to hurt DL. Let's see here. Over who was the headliner of a comedy show tells me everything I need to know about Monique. I'm not supporting Monique. She continues to hurt this Black woman. This is evil. So they're referring to when DL Hughley and Monique, they had beef, right? So the beef started because Monique wanted to be headliner of the show. They were all supposed to do this show. And allegedly, it had already been worked out behind the scenes to where the headliner for the show was DL Hughley. Now, Monique was being told something otherwise. They were saying, no, she's going to be the headliner for the show. DL Hughley will be the closer. And then it was a bunch of misinformation. So when she got on stage, not only did she call DL Hughley out, but she had took to social media and dragged his name, dragged his character, and actually brought up the fact that he's friends with his daughter's abuser. And a lot of people said that wasn't right on Monique's part to bring that up because she only brought that up to hurt him, not knowing that it indirectly hurt his daughter, right? So I think she was definitely acting out of emotion there. I can see why she did it. But given the fact that we're talking about people who were, you know, assaulted and stuff like that. I think it is quite sensitive to talk about something like that. I just think she was definitely in her emotions because she's probably tired of being wronged in this industry, y'all. Monique has been wronged in this industry since day one. She says she was cut out of millions of dollars because people have labeled her difficult to work with. Now, speaking of that, that's something that Tyler Perry did, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get to that clip here in a second. Let me keep going here. Shout out to the chat, y'all. I really appreciate y'all being here with me this morning. I really appreciate it. Well, it's really the afternoon now. It's a little after 2. So I appreciate y'all being here during this live stream. Give me a thumbs up if you are enjoying this commentary. So let me see here. I see some posts right here from Club Shay Shay, or from the Neighborhood Talk, and they're talking about Club Shay Shay. It says here, I see a lot of people saying that Club Shay Shay is messy because of Cat Williams and Monique's interviews, but I think we should actually stop calling people standing up and speaking out against professional mistreatment they face is messy. It's not messy, it's very necessary. I agree. I don't think Shannon Sharpe's messy. I don't think he's messy. I think he's just trying to really truly get down to the bottom of what's going on. I don't think he's messy at all. And I don't think Kat's messy, and I don't think Monique's messy. I think they just spoke their truth. That's how I feel about it. I think they just both spoke their truth and what was going on behind the scenes in this industry. And Cat Williams said there's a lot of stuff with P. Diddy going on that some people didn't even know about. They didn't know he swing that way, and they were talking about a lot of things. All right. Monique, too. Even when it comes to The Color Purple, this recent one, they said this one was trash, y'all. They should have left The Color Purple alone. Like, they should not have even remade that movie. They said that The Color Purple, the new remake that just came out, is like a musical. And I'm like, a musical? Who did that? And why? Why? You could have just left The Color Purple alone. There's some movies that you can either A, leave alone, or B, when you remake them, you better remake them with excellence. And I don't feel like that was the case this time, y'all. I really don't feel. I seen bits and pieces of it, and they're singing, and it looked very just low budget. Even though the clothing and attire back in those times weren't, risque and all this stuff, but still, you can tell the picture was not thoroughly. You could tell they just slapped it together, and that's another thing that people were saying with Oprah. And then there was a lot of Taraji P. Henson and I forget the other lady name, but they said it was some other intimate things going on behind the scenes, y'all, like female wise. And I'm just like, what's going on? What is going on, y'all? It's just not good. I just feel like some stuff should have been left alone. So let me keep going here. This is Taraji P. Henson. It says here, Vivica Fox clears air on her not relating to Taraji's production struggles, says she calls her people to handle her problems. Okay, so Vivica Fox, she basically spoke out, and a lot of stuff that people have been talking about in the industry, such as unequal pay and stuff like that. Vivica Fox says she doesn't identify with that. She's like, my money's always been good. I call certain people to handle my finances when the numbers aren't right to me, and I go from there. And this is her. She's actually sitting down, and she's explaining that. So let me go ahead and play this clip here.
That you've been able to work in. I know that there was a clip that happened where you responded to Taraji.
Had the conversation that Taraji kind of continued over Monique. You're an actress. You've been out there. Is this the perfect time to kind of talk about that in the right platform?
Darling, to each his own. Do you know what I mean? I'm very happy, very blessed. And to each his own. I didn't have that experience.
What was your experience? Like, what?
You heard me say I'm good. Every set's not going to be pleasurable. You know what I mean? You're going to get there and there's going to be some surprises. The trailer ain't right or something's not right. You push through. As a producer, you got to make your days. You got 12 hours. So when I said I'm good, I'm a worker bee.
Right.
I have a tendency to not complain. I do the work. I complain afterwards. I pick up the phone. If there's a problem, I call my people. That's what they're there for. That's how they're supposed to earn their money.
So you talked about like a lot of the roles.
Yes.
When the film first got nominated for the NAACP Image Award, 50 Cent came out and he was very upset at the fact that their BMF show did not get the same nomination because of whatever their relationship is or isn't with the NAACP. I have not seen much about,
But I think it was his for Power. Which was it for?
It was for Raising Kanan, I believe, specifically under the Power series. Okay, all right.
It's about relationships. You can think you have the best show, the best clip, the best whatever, but it's about relationships. Because sometimes if you haven't been good to people, they turn a deaf ear. They don't want to be bothered. And I tell that to my actors and actresses. It's a business of relationships. If you burn bridges, you can't go back across.
When the film.
All right, so you guys heard what Vivica Fox had to say to this comment here when she says, if you burn bridges, you can't go back to them. Unfortunately, we do live in a society where it's not about what you know, but who you know. There's people who are able to capitalize off of music, rap, and especially when it comes to women in the industry, they were able to brand themselves and sell makeup and music and all this other stuff when they have no lyricism. They don't write their own tracks. They when it comes to the studio sessions, they have to do 100 takes because they're just not musically inclined like that. Or you have women out here who get a platform with makeup, but she knows nothing about how to truly apply foundation, what type of foundation is for a specific skin type, and she doesn't know any of that. But because she's pretty, you can just slap a little makeup brand on her and she can make a bag. So that all boils down to relationships. And I do have to see Vivica's point on this because that is true. It's not about what you know, but who you know and how your relationship is with them. And I feel like she's trying to say it without saying it. Just like Taraji P. Henson, she's trying to say it without saying it because she doesn't want to, like I said earlier in this live stream, she doesn't want to burn that bridge. I literally said that in the beginning of the stream. So when it comes to Monique speaking out, a lot of people won't stand behind her because they're like, look, I'm not going to burn my bridge with Tyler Perry. I'm not going to burn my bridge with Oprah. I'm not going to burn my bridge with the NAACP. I'm not going to burn my bridge with, Warner's Brothers or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to do that. Some people simply will believe what they believe in their heart, but they won't verbally say it out to the public. And Monique thinks it's cowardly. Like, how can you sit there and you see all this stuff going on behind the scenes, all this, and things that are unjust, people not getting paid, women getting cut out of deals, or people not getting the correct amount of money for their comedy shows, but you can go pay Amy Schumer 3 times the amount of what I got. Like, just different things in the industry that aren't fair. And she has no problem speaking out about it. But unfortunately, y'all, Monique has nobody behind her. I'm not going to say no one behind her. She definitely has people behind her, but she does not have the Vivica Fox. She doesn't have Taraji. She doesn't have any of the women in the industry that knows that a lot of things are going on behind the scenes and it's not right. She doesn't have them on, standing behind her as support. And it's unfortunate because Monique said when she was doing the interview with Shannon Sharpe, y'all, she said a lot of people in the industry, they're not speaking out because it's not them. But let it start affecting their pockets, their money, their families. Oh, then they're going to want to speak out then. Then they're going to want to band together and get support, right? So ever since the Shannon Sharpe interview was going viral online, everybody, Cat Williams and Monique recently announced that she will be going on tour with Cat Williams, accompanying him on tour, which is absolutely amazing. Here's a clip right here.
And I want to talk to y'all about our brother, Cat Williams. Now, y'all know that is my fraternal twin brother, non-biological. Okay, and I want to tell y'all about my twin brother, Cat Williams, baby. Guess what? I'm going to be joining my twin brother, Cat Williams, on the Dark Matter tour. So I'm excited. We are excited. I cannot wait to see y'all, Connecticut. I see y'all tomorrow night with our brother, Cat Williams, Albany, New York, with our brother, Cat Williams. And I'll say this too. And I told him this. I said, for as funny and as talented as you are, your heart is far bigger. And I want to talk to y'all about our brother, Cat Williams. Now, y'all know that is my fraternal twin brother, non-biological, okay? And I want to tell y'all about my twin brother, Cat Williams, baby. Guess what? I'm going to be joining my brother, my twin brother, Cat Williams, on the Dark Matter Tour. So I'm excited. We are excited. I cannot wait to see y'all. Connecticut. I see y'all tomorrow night with our brother, Cat Williams. Albany, New York with our brother, Cat Williams. And I'll say this too. And I told him this. I said, for as funny and as talented as you are, your heart is far bigger. And I want to talk to y'all about our brother, Cat Williams.
All right, so you heard what she had to say, y'all. I really, really love the fact that Monique and Cat Williams are actually teaming up together and going on the road. I love the fact that she has Cat Williams like standing behind everything, because he's another man in the industry that's not going to allow people, things, places, jewelry, diamonds, money, fame, fortune. He's not going to allow that to obscure his truth. And he's not going to, shape and warp his character to fit the bill, neither. And that's what Monique's not going to do. Now, I love that. I love somebody who's going to stand strong in who they are. And I like a person of integrity, morals, values, and character. And I absolutely love people like Cat Williams and Monique, because I feel like you're mentally strong. Like, you're going up against a lot of these people in the industry of whom people see as, oh, they're these powerful figures. I'm never going to be able to go up against them and get my truth, spoken. I'm going to be blackballed. I'm going to be blacklisted. I'm not going to be able to still make maneuvers, make my money, support myself and my family. But that's not true. But you have a lot of people who have narrow-minded thinking, or they're probably scared. I mean, this is Hollywood, y'all. We're on the outside looking in, but they're on the inside looking in. And it doesn't seem too pretty to me, right? So when you're in that Hollywood, people call it Holly weird and all that stuff. It's definitely some demonic stuff going on behind the scenes that I truly do feel a lot is going on there. And some of these people, they take a back seat to speaking out and enlightening their people, because they're like, look, listen, I'm good. I'm a little girl from, the Bronx. I'm good. Or, yeah, I'm just a little black girl from Baltimore. So, I'm good. I got my money. I got my little fame, my fans, my family. We good. We living good, eating good. Shoot, I'm straight. I just got to keep on keeping on this path and playing my role, and I'm good. I cannot lose that way. Then you got some people like Monique and Cat Williams. They're like, nah, I'm not going to stand for that. No, I'm not accepting that money because I'm not into men. Cat Williams said on Club Shay Shay how many times he was offered millions of dollars to do some funny stuff behind the scenes, y'all, with all these other dudes. And these dudes were in positions of power. So imagine how Cat felt like, if I don't do this, then this will happen. And he's like, nah, I just turned it down, and whatever happens after that, because I'm not doing it. And I respect her for that. And I respect Cat for having Monique on tour with her. I actually want to see which dates they have, because I'm sure she's going home to Baltimore. I'm sure she's going there. So that's not far from me at all. That's a few hours from me, driving wise. So I would love, my dad and I were just talking about Cat Williams the other day, y'all. He loves Cat Williams, and I would love to see some stand-up. I would love to see Cat, and I would love to see Monique, y'all. So yeah, shout out to Cat Williams for definitely being there for her, because I don't think there's no lies told. A lot of people have been saying that Oprah has a shady character since day one. And you know what I'm saying? That's what I truly believed. So let me keep going here. I'm gonna try to see if I can find that clip by Tyler Perry. I'm not gonna make this live stream that long, but I wanted to touch on this stuff briefly because it goes a lot deeper than just that. But she also spoke on Tyler Perry too, and how Tyler Perry basically spread a rumor about her, and he said that she was difficult to work with. So let me see if I can find that clip of her speaking on that. I see some stuff when she's talking about DL Hughley. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he needs to have a seat. He needs to have several seats, in fact, because he came for Monique too. Like I said, it's a lot of people that's coming against her too. And he said that Monique sounds like she's bitter, and the light that she used to have, her beautiful bright spirit that she used to have, it's now diminished, and she's not this and she's not that. So, child, Stephen A. Smith, goodbye. I'm gonna play a little clip of it, but I'm not fond of him neither.
What she did in Precious, her phenomenal acting career, her comedic genius. Monique, I don't know if anybody said this to you, but I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say it to you out of love. You always say sisters or brothers when you're talking to black people. Well, this is a brother talking to you, Monique. You look very bitter. You look like the light has been stripped from you. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to call you a liar or anything like that. I don't know. I never asked Steve.
So if you don't know what's going on and you don't know what's happened, why are you speaking about it? If you don't know, if you're judging her just saying you look bitter, but you just contradicted yourself and said, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But you look bitter. That's antagonizing some person without even knowing the full story. Again, you just said it yourself. I didn't reach out to you and ask you. I didn't ask you. You didn't even reach out to her to see what the issue was. You just picked a side and said she's bitter. And now you want to say, well, I didn't reach out to you anyways to know. It's like, you know what? I'm not even going to give him too much shine on here, but I don't agree with him at all. Yes, definitely like this video, y'all. I appreciate y'all being in my chat. Definitely make sure y'all catch this playback too. I know, like I said, I know it's Sunday. I know people are getting ready for the Super Bowl, but I did want to kind of get this topic out here, specifically so people can like play it back at a later time for sure. But yeah, Stephen A. Smith, he's another one coming for her in the industry. I don't understand why he even had something to say if he didn't really know what was going on, nor did he reach out to Monique for an understanding anyway. He just seems like he took a side. So I'm gonna go ahead and refresh the Neighborhood Talks page. I'm gonna try to find that clip regarding Tyler Perry and how she said that Tyler Perry basically had blackballed her. Like blackballed her in the industry, saying that she was difficult to work with, and actually spread a rumor. And after that, I'm going to actually go ahead and segue into the last update in this whole situation. Monique, she's doing her comedy and stuff recently after the Shannon Sharpe interview. And she said some few choice words on the stage. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that in a second. But I do want to go ahead and talk about the entire Tyler Perry situation. So let me see here. Oh, wow. It says Monique received a minute standing long ovation after her first night of the Cat Williams tour. That's amazing. I'm going to get to that in a second, y'all. Let me go ahead and see if I can find this Tyler Perry clip, because she did speak on that. And I think that's really important to shed light on that on the stream, because I'm like, really, Tyler Perry? Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you spread a rumor about her in the industry saying she's difficult to work with? Were you just truly not wanting people to work with her? Why are you trying to take money, away from her shine away from her? She already had Oprah she was already going through a lot with Oprah. It just seems like she had a lot of snakes behind her. So I might have to scroll down just a little bit more. Give me a second, because like I said, they've been covering this for a while now. And they have several clips going on about the entire situation. So give me a minute. Let me see if I can go ahead and find that clip really quickly. And let me keep going. Is this the one right here? Oh, yeah. She spoke on Tiffany Haddish, too. I'm glad. She spoke on Tiffany Haddish, too, y'all. Give me a second. Let me play this, too, because I almost forgot about this.
Haddish did an interview with GQ magazine. And this, in my humble opinion, is where we keep throwing each other under the bus. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person. And the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers.
But she don't know your husband.
And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs. If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, I remember our beautiful sister, Tiffany Haddish. You may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right.
Or it's a hard way to go. So once again.
Well, she doesn't even have a husband, let alone like yours.
Well, damn it. Now you said it. I sipped on that, Shannon. That was a sip. That required a sip.
I love me some Monique. I love me some Monique, and I love me some Shannon Sharpe, y'all. I love me some Shannon Sharpe. But I just love the way he did this interview. So yeah, she spoke on Tiffany Haddish too. I told y'all it's so much to the story. So she spoke on Tiffany Haddish, and Tiffany Haddish had commented on Monique's husband. And I don't even know why she spoke on Monique's husband. I don't know why she was even saying anything about her husband. She basically was trying to say, why is your husband always with you in your interviews? Why is your husband always dictating this and dictating that? Why can't you think? So that's what Tiffany Haddish was kind of hinting at. That's how I perceived it. And Monique came forward in this interview and she's like, well, if you even had a husband like mine that loved me in the manner of which I know my husband does, you wouldn't even have those 2 DUIs. Like, let's talk about it. And then on top of that, Tiffany Haddish, she needs to sit this one out because she's been dealing with, sobriety and all that stuff from drinking behind the wheel. And she did that comedy skit with those minors. That was weird. Monique spoke on that too here in the clip that you guys saw. So Tiffany Haddish, I'm going to need you to sit this one out, boo. This is not sit it out. Because a lot of the stuff in the industry is well before you. And then the fact that you're speaking on Monique's husband, when in fact you're not even in the position that Monique is in, that's kind of weird. And people just are looking at her a little sideways. That's all I got to say. We wish you well with your sobriety. We hope you get better. But Tiffany Haddish basically destroyed her career herself. Like, no one did nothing to her. I just remember she was struggling with drinking. Okay. A lot of drinking that she was dealing with. So again, I feel like Tiffany Haddish, you don't need to have a dog in this fight, man. You don't need to do it, ma'am. Let's see here. The comments. Someone said, well, to be fair, Monique misquoted it, which changes the context. The quote is, I don't have that husband of hers. Not as Monique said it. I'm glad I don't have a husband of hers. Neither of them pays my bills, so I have no side to choose. But removing the word glad and reading the whole quote, it's not as shady. Okay, so they're saying that Monique misinterpreted what Tiffany Haddish said. There's a lot of misinformation going on and a lot of miscommunication going on in this entire drama, like involving Monique, y'all. Like, seriously, it's just crazy. And I didn't even think that Monique would even be sitting here today still trying to, tell her truth. But I'm really proud of her for speaking out about that anyway. But Tiffany Haddish, like I said, she needs to just focus on sobriety. And I really hope that's the case. This is another clip here. Monique was talking about Taraji P. Henson and about the mistreatment and everything that was going on with The Color Purple. Okay, so they just came out with the new movie called The Color Purple. And y'all, it was not good. Fans were not receptive of the movie. I've seen some people reviews where they said they were literally in the movie theater watching the movie and they walked out. Okay, so she's calling Taraji out because a lot of the stuff that was going on during filming, they were being mistreated. And Taraji won't speak out about it. She won't speak out about Oprah because she doesn't want to burn that bridge. But y'all know Monique, she's going to go ahead and say her piece, okay? So let me play this clip.
Eyes didn't see what it saw when we watched that promotion happen with The Color Purple.
Right.
We wanted to act like we didn't see how Oprah Winfrey treated Taraji. In my humble opinion, when you saw her walk up, you saw that there was tension. You saw that there was something happening.
Right.
And then when you see Taraji write her a love letter, it's like, listen, We got to stand tall and stand strong on what we know. We know you were mistreated. We know it wasn't right. We know it was unfair. And then you turn around and say, oh, but Lady O handled it. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because that allows Lady O to keep on doing what she's doing. And we're in a position of, I don't want to say nothing because we saw how Monique got whooped. Now, again, that's just my humble opinion, but I don't know I don't know how else to frame that. It's like, listen, you better fix that because you saw what they did to her. You saw.
Yeah, they definitely use Monique as some sort of martyr. They made an example out of Monique, and I feel like Taraji doesn't want to have she don't want to have those problems in the industry. She's definitely picking and choosing her battles. Like I said, I see exactly what Taraji's doing, and I don't think Monique is really standing for it. I think she was really disappointed in the fact that Taraji was not standing up and she was not saying anything, and especially because Monique, Taraji, a lot of people in the industry who are Black women who are in the entertainment industry, a lot of them are underdogs a lot of the times. There is a lot of unfair treatment and mistreatment and stuff like that going on. So I can't seem to find the clip when she was speaking on Tyler Perry, but like I said, there was a clip that was going around and she admitted that Tyler Perry had spread a rumor that she was difficult to work with. So because of that, she actually lost a lot of movie roles. Now Tyler Perry called her personally and apologized for that. And she recorded the phone call, y'all. She recorded it. And I don't understand why she doesn't sue at this point. Because if you have that phone call of him apologizing for starting that rumor, spreading that rumor, and you have that concrete proof, and you were actually, canceled from certain roles and stuff like that, that she was already contractually in, and then they swapped her out last minute because Tyler Perry said she's difficult to work with and whatever else, she needs to sue them and she needs to get her money. She needs to sue them, she needs to win, and she needs to get her money. So she's on this platform and she's asking them to come talk to her. Come talk to me. Come on Club Shay Shay. Talk to me. Say your truth. And they won't do it. None of them will do it. So I wonder down the line, is she going to sue them for what's rightfully earned? If it's rightfully hers. If they truly did that to her and she has proof, she needs to sue them. Monique, you need to sue them. That's how I feel about it. So, but yeah, I can't find that clip. So what I'm going to do is I did see something that says she did receive a standing ovation because she's currently on tour with Cat Williams. I think that's really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and play that clip. I went down really far. Okay, here I am. I'm going to go ahead and play that clip for you all of her getting a standing ovation. And then I think there was one more clip I was going to show. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and get off this stream for today because I didn't want to make this live stream too long.
This female right here is from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Baltimore, Maryland. Give it up for Monique. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So y'all can see Monique going on the stage and a bunch of people just jumped up out of their seats. They were congratulating her and she deserves that. I think more and more people are starting to rock with Monique for the simple fact that she's speaking out and she's speaking her truth. Now, she still has people that are against her and she's going to have that. But ultimately, I think she's standing for what she believes in. And I think it's important to continue to do that throughout the industry and don't lose sight of who you are and don't lose sight of yourself. Okay. So, this is a clip when she was on the stage. She issued a public apology to Tyler Perry and Oprah saying, I want to apologize for telling Tyler Perry and Oprah to suck my you-know-what. And I'm like, come on, Monique, you a little crazy, but she going to say whatever she feels, y'all. So she was trying to be funny. saying accept my apology. But here's the clip, y'all.
You got to run to the apology, nigga. You got to run to it. I got to give one. I listened to Brother Greg Mathis.
This was back in 2016.
I heard you, Stephen A. Smith. I want y'all to understand something about me. When I have communicated something wrong, I'm a bitch who's gonna say, I'm sorry. I'm a bitch who's gonna own what the fuck I said. I'm a bitch who gonna walk in what the fuck I said. And I owe two motherfuckers an apology because I communicated some shit wrong to them some years ago. Tyler Perry said I have to give him and Oprah Winfrey a public apology. And I'm gonna give it right now tonight in front of you niggas in Albany, New York. Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, I want to apologize for telling y'all to suck my dick.
Monique is a mess. But yeah, this was back in 2016. I thought she had said it again during her tour with Cat Williams recently, but no, this. I remember this clip. This was back in 2016 when all that mess was going on, and she issued an apology, but y'all know the way she said it now. So, but yeah, Monique is definitely doing her thing. More power to her. I wish her well in the industry. Like I said, I'm eager to see if Tyler Perry is going to step his behind on Club Shay Shay, or if Oprah, Oprah probably going to do her own little separate thing because she has her little talk show or whatever. But I don't think she's going to get an apology from them people anytime soon. I just think the industry is going to unravel itself. Basically, a lot of stuff that's going on in the dark will come to light. So I just hope that Monique stays strong and stands in who she is, because a lot of stuff is going to start unraveling anyways for them. So just really quickly, shout out to all the February birthdays in the building. My birthday is February 19th of this month. If you'd like to donate, my Cash App is MoneySign YSWM19. Someone has sent me two super chats my other two live streams ago. I really appreciate that. So yes, happy birthday to all my February and March, my upcoming March birthdays who are also like Pisces. Shout out to y'all, you, your family, and your friends. This is a season of love, so we're going to spread some love, some laughter, some joy here. Also, if you are new to my page, please make sure you subscribe to Yezamin TV. Share this link too. Share it too. Share this live stream. Like this video. Subscribe and tap the bell so you'll be notified on when I do go live. Also, check my community tab for frequent updates. I do post there. Also, I have a giveaway coming up at the end of this month. I do monthly giveaways to my loyal, dedicated subscribers. It will be an Instagram giveaway, so stay tuned throughout the weeks for those details. Other than that, y'all, I really appreciate everything. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Great T News. Have a beautiful and blessed Sunday. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Make sure you catch this playback if you are watching later on in the stream. Once again, y'all, how do y'all feel about the entire Monique situation? Go ahead and watch that Club Shay Shay interview if you have not. Just type in Club Shay Shay on YouTube. It'll pop right up with Shannon Sharpe. He did an excellent job. I support him, and I want to see other people that he has on this platform in the future. Shout out to Monique. She's doing it big. Definitely drop a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts on this entire situation involving Monique going on the Shannon Sharpe interview, Club Shay Shay. Once again, I'm Yezamin Woodland. Make sure you check the description box for the daily prayers. And other than that, have a beautiful and blessed Sunday. See ya.